Alright, welcome back to my channel, guys, and for today's video we are going to be reviewing two items that were sent to me by BLEDS. I believe it's BLEDS. So they sent me these cardstocks, and I chose the Dreamlight collection because I absolutely love the pattern. And also, if you look at the content itself, these are really high quality printed paper. The only thing I have to talk about is basically their thickness, because I thought these were going to be thicker, but they're much more paper-like than cardstock-like, so just keep that in mind. But other than that, the quality is amazing, because if you're looking for that galaxy marbly look, as you can see here, they are absolutely gorgeous, and you will get two of each pattern. So for example, if it's this that you like, then you'll have two copies of it. Also, they sent me this hot glue gun here to review, and I kind of like it because it has a standing base, much like some of those power tools that are out there, or the wireless one. But this is not wireless. This is a wired tool. Okay, just keep that in mind. So when you open up the box, it's very pretty self-explanatory. You'll have your glue gun with the base. Look how nicely it stands. Right, let me move this out. There you go. You have your glue gun. You have the cord that comes with it, and also a little manual instructions. Read it if you need to, but you know, it's a glue gun. They also included these nifty little finger protector thing, because I am notorious for burning my finger when working with hot glue guns. So this is a great addition. You can use it. I probably won't end up using it because I don't know, I'm a glutton for torture or something. It's just more convenient for me. But this is a really nice thing to have if you don't want to burn your fingers like I do. And then you have your glue sticks. So it's nice. So if you wanted to try out this product, you have your glue sticks already available. You don't have to purchase your own. Okay, so with that in mind, let's hop onto it and review these things. So far, I really love this glue gun because I like the stand. The fact that it stands tall like this, when I'm working on my project, I'm not banging into it and burning my hand. That's a big one. Second one, I love where they have placed the power button. Literally, it's right here. So I'm not reaching, you know, somewhere up here to turn it on or whatever the case, and burning myself. And I have had this glue gun on previously for about 15 to 20 minutes, and this area gets hot, but this area stays completely cool. So for you to turn it on, turn it off, or grab or reach for it, you don't have to worry about burning yourself. So that's a second win for this. And I like the fact that with the power button, there's not just one control. There's actually two different settings that you can turn it on to. That's very, very nice. Okay, and so the top part, let's talk about the danger part, right? The part that gets hot. So some of my other glue gun, if I were to just touch it, it would like literally burn me. So with this one, it does get hot, I have to say. However, if I accidentally tap it, as you can see here, I'm not burning myself. So let's say I keep it on for, I'm going to keep it on for a little bit longer. I'm going to show you guys. Like literally, if I were to touch it, I won't be burning myself. I'm not telling you guys to go touch it, but if you accidentally touch it and you have one of these guns, it's not the end of the world. And one of the coolest things that I've noticed from this glue gun that I truly appreciate is the leaking tip. So some of the glue guns that I bought previously, I don't know if they're because they were stored tipping like this, or I don't know if it's just way too hot. I don't know. But I always have to put a plate underneath like this to catch the drippings. And it used to be so annoying to clean the drippings, or like a piece of paper or whatever, because like whatever surface it drips on, now you have to like pluck it off and try to clean it. So far I haven't seen that dripping from this gun at all. Okay, so I'm going to set these cardstock aside. We're going to work with them later. I started on something new recently, and I want to share with you guys. There's a foam, those are the foam paper, foam, can you call it paper? Foam sheets, yeah. Foam sheets, flowers. So they look something like so. I started working on these, and I absolutely love working with them. And I'll make a future video in the future to show you guys the step-by-step instructions on how to cut these images out and how to work with the flowers. But pretty much what you do is you cut the paper flower out, and then you use an iron to kind of curl up the tips. And then this is what you get once you put it onto the iron. So we can take this. I'm going to take this glue gun real quick. I want to see what this looks like. Okay, let's say I don't want a lot, I just want a little bit. Okay. And notice I do the swiveling like motion. I'm only doing that because I don't want what is it? I don't want the threads to appear. So it doesn't dry instantly, which I love because it gives me time to kind of readjust my images, because you know me, I am the queen of unalignment, of not aligning things correctly. So let's do that. There you go. Squeeze it down. Oh, and by the way, I just bought these. Oh, I love them. They're like tweezers that I can use stuff, like if I need to do hold something down, I can use this. I'll put it right here and it'll hold it down. Like, for example, if it was like this project per se and I want to just hold it by the tip, like I don't have to squeeze it the entire time and like create like hand strain. So look at that. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Yeah. So there you go. There's your image. So cute. And at this point you could put a rhinestone in the middle, whatever it is that you want it to look like, right? And it's definitely not going anywhere. And I like the fact that the glue, it gives a support underneath, so as you can see it's more raised when I do it that way. Okay, so that's pretty much the glue gun. Let's talk about these cardstock. Here in this case I got the Dreamlike collection. So we're gonna take one of these cards here. So let's take this one. This one is cute. I like this one. And the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to cut this cardstock to size. Again, most of my cards are 5.5 by 4.5. So I'm gonna trim it down to 5.5. Turn it over, and then I'm gonna move it to 4.5. And then I'm going to take my watercolor paper. Again, this stack right here. And you can find this at Michael's or any craft store that you want. They all usually have it. Again, I'm going to cut this down to 5.5. 4.5. Okay, so there you have it. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this stamp set. Right here, this daisy looking. I don't know if daisy or tulip. Yes, it's tulip. I guess there's a daisy-ish right there. But yeah, so I'm going to use this tulip set right here. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to align my dies, sorry. I know some of you guys are telling me I keep confusing the two words and it's causing confusion for you guys, but just bear with me. These are dies, and once I cut it out, they're die cut. Okay, I will work on getting it right. I promise you guys I am working. I'm working on making my content better to be a better content creator. Okay, so I have my platform here, and guys, I love this magnetic platform because, again, it's magnetized, so then it keeps my dies in place. So I love it. And I like the fact that the platform is a lot shorter, so I don't have to like hit whatever's in the back of my workstation. Okay, so you lay it on there like so, and then let's start arranging our stuff. So I'm going, our dies. So let's do this, right? And then I want an open, like a blooming flower. So let's do it like this. Oops, let me turn it around. So cut the image out. So I want a blooming flower, so it would be like this. And then I want a, maybe I want this to be on the side, right? And then I want another flower going like this, so like right there. There you go. I like it like that. And then the leaves and stuff like that, I'll add it later on. So let's cut that out. Okay, now that I cut it out, you have something like this. All right, now that we cut them out, we're gonna glue it to our watercolor cardstock. Okay, so there you have it. Flip it over. And align it to the edge first. And then, voila, wow, look at me go. Look at that precision. Okay, my Huffy Puck. Press it down nice and pretty. The next step, you want to get your stamping pad out. I highly recommend whatever kind of stamping mechanism you have that allows you to kind of line up the stamp image on the card first, and then use this to like press it down and pull it up, and then ink it, and then press it back down again, so then your stamp is perfectly aligned to the cutouts. Okay, I'm using here the Tim Holt one, but you can easily use the Misty one as well. I haven't used the Misty one yet, so I can't speak to how well the Misty works, but the Tom Holt one, I have had some difficulty with it. But you need a pad, a foam pad of some kind in the background to help the stamp get on the image better, because without this little pad right here, I find that my images, some area were darker and then some areas were lighter when I do the stamping. So that was my qualm with it. But I was able to solve it with this. And oh, and also with the Tom Holt, if you're trying to stamp like a whole sheet worth of stuff, don't even try it, because I've done it several times and it's such a pain in the butt, because the stamping is not even across the board. Like you'll have a perfect stamp image here, and then something light here, and then something half light and half dark and all that stuff. So stamping less is great for the Tom Holtz one. I would love to try the Misty one, but I already bought this one. I'm not going to buy another stamper thingy just because, right? Maybe I'll buy it to review it. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know if I should buy it and review it, because I saw a bunch of reviewers out there doing it already. So if you would like me to review it, comment down below and let me know. And I will sacrifice my wallet to review it for you guys. Is this it? No, that's not the right image. My Get It Your Life Together. Yeah. Ah, here it is. And then I need my strip. Okay, so let's press it down to make sure it's stuck onto our pad. Okay, that's previous ink that I did not clean off. See, that is what happens when you don't clean your stamp right after you use it. The next time you use it, it will come back and bite you in the butt. So don't do what I just did. Clean your stamps, folks. Okay. And there you go. Cute, right? Alright, there is your stamped image, and at this point what you can do is you can either color it with watercolor, or you can go ahead and use your markers to color this in. I'm going to try watercoloring. It's something that I recently picked up and I have yet to master, so bear with me. It might come out looking a little ugly, but I'm trying. So I'm going to fast forward this part, because I'm pretty sure you don't want the painstaking part of watching me forever trying to get this paint right. So I'm going to fast forward with this part. I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so next we are going to be working on the leaves that goes on top of this image. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the watercolor cardstock, and we're going to cut out the dies for the leaf itself. So I'm gonna grab the 2 dies, and we're gonna cut it out like so. Okay, once you have your cut out, you're gonna again use your stamping platform, and you're gonna lay it down, and then you're gonna stamp on top of this. And the reason why I do this is because I have pretty bad results with pre-stamping it, coloring it, and then cutting it, because I would go in there, stamp it, spend all this time coloring it, and then when I go in to cut it, the image would be off somehow because it got shifted in the cutter. So I'm gonna cut it out first, and then I'm gonna hopefully have a clean image. Yeah, because you want to adjust it now than when you're done with your image. And then it'd be off. You're going to be really upset. Okay, so let's do that. Stamp it lightly. Okay, you see ink is on there. Okay. Stamp it down. And voila. See how nicely it's stamped on there? I don't have a missing spot. Nothing is off. Just the way I like it. Alright, so now that you have your images cut and stamped out, now we're going to take it and we're going to color it. Think straight. Think straight. Oh, it did work. Okay, so there it is. That is pretty much the base of my card, and I hope you have enjoyed a little tutorial with a little review. I figured I wanted to spice it up a little bit and not just only do tutorial, kind of introduce you guys to other products and things like that, not just dies, because so far I've been pretty mostly reviewing dies. So again, this is the Dream Alike cardstock paper review. It is the 6x6. It has 12 different designs, and each one of these designs have 2 sheets. Aside from being beautiful, nice feel, great quality, it is a bit on the thin side, so just keep that in mind when you use this cardstock or decide to purchase them. But as you can see, I was able to make this beautiful card here. I was able to die cut the shadow of my sentiment and use it as a backdrop to my sentiment, which is super beautiful. And also I was able to make these cute darling looking flowers that I can use for future products. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a good one. Bye.